They're in a straight line. They set. They ready. They racing in the Lormerock Queen's Plate from that 1600-metre mark, and the starter caught them in a perfect line. Hurricane Harry along the inside with lots of early gate speed is going off to set the pace. On the move on the outside, we got Silver Operator. Cirillo settles on the heels of the early speed. Then comes Jet Dark racing next. Behind that, we got Rainbow Bridge in the white and red colours. He settles to race about 5 lengths off that leader. A length and a half to Bulgarian, who's sitting on the inside running rail, now being passed by Sovereign Spirit. And a length and a half away at the tail of the field, we got Do It Again in the yellow colours. And about 8 lengths cover the field as they head towards the middle of the bend, just on 800 metres left to go in the Lormerock Queen's Plate. Hurricane Harry in front, ensuring a decent pace. Leads the way by a length and a half. Cirillo racing in second. Silver Operators racing in third. Then comes Jet Dog, the green cap, on the inside of Rainbow Bridge. He's creeping closer. Bulgarian gonna corner towards the inside. Sovereign Spirit, and in the back seat, we've got Do It Again, and he corners about 8 lengths off that lead as they straighten up in the Lormerock Queen's Plate. 450 metres left to go. Hurricane Harry down the inside has done the donkey work. Cirillo is the first one to move up and challenge Silver Operator. Deeper out is the red and white colours of Rainbow Bridge. He's starting to get going. Bulgarian is being given a few cracks and now being asked for an effort. Jet Dark down the inside is absolutely flying. Rainbow Bridge stand side meantime has hit the front, but Jet Dark, the 3-year-old, is giving lots of cheek. Bulgarian getting going late, but it's Jet Dark that comes home to win it from Rainbow Bridge in second. Bulgarian in third. Then came Do It Again, followed by Cirillo, Silver Operator, Sovereign Spirit, and Hurricane Harry. The 3-year-olds certainly have a very, very good record in the Lormerock Queen's Plate. The last time that we saw a 3-year-old come to victory.
You'll be absolutely delighted, because what this means to the owners, the trainers, the breeders, and you, Grant, the jockey. Well done.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's, you know, the Lormerock Queen Plate days, if not one of the best racing days on SA calendar. So to win this race means so much to me. Of course, I've been with Mrs. Rupert and the family for some time now, and you know, she supported my decision when I left for Hong Kong, and she gave me the chance when I came back. So you know, you don't find many loyal people as her, and I really do appreciate all the support, and to win on her day is spectacular.
Take me through the race, because where were you? Were you happy with the pace? What was going through your mind, Grant, when you were riding in the race?
I thought I was beaten, to be honest. Look, at first I gave myself not much of a chance, really, because we just wanted to see where he was. You know, we did think he's a really nice horse, but not quite ready to take on the big boys yet, but he proved them wrong today. I've always told Justin, I said I think our 3-year-old fillies and our 3-year-old, the boys are, you know, really good this year, so he proved it, and of course with the fillies in the previous race proved it as well. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, well, we're very blessed to have Mike Niekerk as our guest, and he's saying exactly the same thing. He said, well done, congratulations to the Snaiths for having the gumption to enter the 3-year-olds. He, of course, has got Mount Pleasant, so he knows that this crop is particularly impressive.
No, it is. In saying that, when I said I felt I was beating because he was travelling so hard, and the pace was hard earlier on, but then Roberts just brought it back a little bit, and my horse was tugging, and I didn't think I'd win it from there, but you know, this horse is actually very good. He won a good race, and a horse that I'd like to stick with.
Well, there you go. I'm sitting there listening to you. Grant van Niekerk, congratulations. Lovely to have winners at the best of times. We're on Lormerock Queen's Plate Day and the Lormerock Queen's Plate. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you again to Mrs. Rupert and everyone, and obviously the owners involved in this horse. You know, it's a great day. To the Snaith team, of course, us jockeys riding for the Snaiths, it's 80% of the work's already done. We just have to point him and put him in good position. So most of the credit has to go to the Snaith team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Grant van Niekerk. We'll do some sanitary work on that microphone, as we shall, because it's COVID and we take every precaution here with mask, social distance. And here is the man of the moment. First of all, Justin, before we talk about the horse, well, you know, you can't win the lottery if you don't have a ticket. And you've thrown in the 3-year-old, and boy, has he delivered.
you know, when we threw him in and I saw no one else did, I thought, thank goodness, because I had a feeling. I said to Jono, you got to put a 3-year-old in, and it was very correct what Mike was saying. You know, if it's trainers like Mike de Kock that have done things so that we can, you know, learn from them, it's been watching him train and taking young horses and pushing them to the older horses. What I watched and I thought,
being brave.
Oh, I thought I'd love to one day be able to do that, and that's the reason why we do it. So thank you to him. I knew that if the pace wasn't on, everyone was expecting, we needed pace for those 2,000-meter horses. As I said, yes. Bulgarian is not a miler. I know he won a good mile last time, but he's not. He's a German bred. He's 2,000 plus. And it worried me, and that's why I thought we've got to have a bit of speed, something with speed. And the way this horse ran in the Guineas was incredible. He came from the back of the field on the outside, and he was low-level flying. But he's always had that look about him. He's a very imposing, beautiful horse. Even when we bought him, I was like, what was wrong? Why did we get this horse at such a reasonable price? And just so well done to Nick Johnson, his whole family. They're in Durban. Nick, I'm waiting for the plane. I'm waiting for the plane. Send the pilot. It's so sad. I just love to enjoy it with Nick. I mean, he's so passionate about racing in South Africa, and it's just so sad we can't. But we'll Zoom.
We're going to get him on Zoom. We're going to get him on Zoom.
Oh no, you must. And then I'll talk quicker. And to Tommy Crow, the other partner in Natal. Just really well done. We polo companions. His family are all in Plet playing in the big tournaments. I'm sure there will be parties at Flashback tonight if they're allowed to. And to Drakenstein on breeding a beautiful horse and La Marat Day.
Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I was going to ask you, did you specifically put in the Trippi because you knew that it was Drakenstein and it was Gaynor's Day? She will be delighted that Trippi, another Trippi to stand up. We've seen a few in the last 48 hours.
You know, as I said, it's one thing owning a horse, but when you're involved in breeding, like we saw Jessica Slack and Stephen just now, guys, those horses grew up on their farms from babies, and watching them compete in these races, it's just something that it's just the most amazing feeling. And I'm sure for all of them on the farm, Drakenstein, to all my team members that have slaved through this Christmas, New Year's and lockdowns, no one has ever complained. My staff, not one ever. There was never a complaint through this whole period, and I really, really thank them.
Well, before you go on that subject, the Kaya initiative, Kaya Stables initiative for the grooms. I was speaking earlier on about every horse that goes through a yearling sales contributes to 5 jobs, whether they be trainers, jockeys, presenters, grooms. And we've got this wonderful initiative from Kaya Stables. And you've got your groom here who will take home the lion's share of this particular one. Tell us a bit about him.
Yes, look, we can't do this with everybody, you know. We can't improve South African racing. We can't get the picture looking better unless everyone's involved. Cape Racing was in huge trouble, and it was the guys at Mod, Mike de Kock, Sean Terry, trainers like that are saying, guys, we love Cape Racing. You guys have got to help them. And it's just the group of people that are around at the moment that it's not about self-interest and making money or something. It's about making this game what it should be. And I just really hope we're on the right track, and there are such good things to come. Even COVID can't stop us at the moment in just trying to do something good for racing in the future. And as I said, I mean, he solely deserves it. He works so hard with this horse every day. It jumps on him every morning. He's a handful, this horse. He's an absolute handful. And I always look at him and he's hanging on to this horse, and I'm thinking, if anyone moans at me today about something, they could be holding on to this horse rather.
Brilliant stuff. Justin, congratulations.
Thank
Star
you so
groom,
much.
we've got a star groom, a marvellous performance from trainer, from rider, and of course from the horse and the breeders. The Lorberon Queen's Plate, the 17th running, has been won by a 3-year-old. It's magnificent. The son of Trippi has done it. It's time for us to go back to Alistair. Well, we'll remember this crop, I think, Alistair, going forward. No doubt about that.
Yeah, so that's one one for the 3-year-old. Thank you very much, Neil. Jet Dark, Justin Snaith and Grant van Niekerk teaming up, and it's a great pleasure to be able to talk to winning owner Nick Johnson, and I know that Nick wishes he was there, etc. But he's won this race before, and just judging by the emotion shown by Justin Snaith in that winning interview, Nick, winning the Lomaron Queen's Plate never gets old, does it?
Amazing to win it.